Welcome to the Boss Nurse Academy Starter Library. In today's lesson, we're going to discuss the power of branding. How do you be seen while also being paid? Your brand is your silent salesperson. Here's the truth: branding isn't just your logo, it's the way people feel about your business when they hear your name. So, what is branding? Branding is the unique identity and personality that sets your business apart and creates a lasting impression in the minds of your audience. It encompasses everything from your visual elements to your tone, values, and the experience that you deliver. Strong branding makes you unforgettable. Weak branding makes you invisible. This audio ebook breaks down how to build a brand that demands attention and payment. Let's break down the components of branding. What branding really is. Branding is the promise you make plus the experience that you deliver. So your visual should be intentional. Your logo should tell a story, and the colors you choose matter. Your voice. Will you have a professional tone, a fun tone? What is going to be your style? And more importantly, what messaging are you presenting? Next, let's talk about your vibe. How you make people feel. Do you motivate them? Do you critique them excessively? Your vibe is going to allow you to attract your tribe. So if you want positive and motivating people as your clients, think about the vibe or the energy that you give off that's going to attract such clients. Here's a boss tip. Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. During the Boss Nurse Academy Masterclass, we're going to help you build a brand kit. Let's discuss it briefly because every boss needs a brand kit that includes logo variations. Maybe you want one with a transparent background. Maybe you're going to have a logo that's in a circular shape versus a rectangular shape. Your fonts. I want you to keep the same type of font. So your headline can be one font. However, your subhead and your body text can be a different font. The rule is that you keep everything consistent. Otherwise, your brand is going to look inconsistent across different platforms. What's your color palette? I want you to choose 3 to 5 main colors that are complementary. And now your photo style. Will it be professional? Are you going to focus more on lifestyle? Will it be bold or clean? It can even be vintage. Look, this is your brand. You create it. And as you develop, as your business grows, don't be afraid to go back and to revamp your brand kit. Boss tip reminder: consistency makes small brands look big. I hear this a lot. The market is saturated. I'm here to tell you, no, it's not. You just have to find a way to stand out in a saturated market. So, how will you accomplish that? You're going to define your niche. Who is your audience? What products or services are you providing, and who's going to be the clients? First, let's define our niche. Who is your target audience? Would it be mature adults? Would it be busy professionals? Would it be those who are interested in hair care or those who like to travel? Once you define your niche, I want you to highlight your unique selling point based off of their pain points. So it's about you adding value. So if somebody was traveling, what would be a pain point? Maybe they need assistance with transportation once they arrive in the city. I need for you to be known for something specific. I know it sounds boring. You can't be everything to everybody. So initially niche down. And as your business grows, that's when you can branch. As you have more collaborators and more partners, that's when you can branch even further. But for now, here's your boss tip. You can't be everything to everybody, but you can be the go-to for your audience. So niche down initially, address your client's pain points, highlight your unique selling point, and then be known for doing something specific and something great. How did you hear about Eunice Mathis? What I normally hear are platforms such as Google, YouTube, TikTok, even sometimes Instagram. So, this is how you're also going to be found. But I need for you to make sure that your brand is consistent. Your brand should look, sound, and feel the same everywhere. So, your website, if you have multiple websites for whatever reasons, you have to make sure that they each, especially if they're related, that they have the same color palette, the same font. Keep it consistent. Your banners that you place on social media, they should be consistent also. The signature line of your emails should refer your clients back to your website and your social media. So keep it consistent too. Your products have a consistency. Look, if you're trying to sell everything to everybody, you're going to end up selling nothing at all. In person events, I know that we love them. Whenever you have an in person event, make sure your pamphlets, your handouts, make sure that everything has your logo, your branding, your social media sites. Keep everything neat and organized. And if you need help preparing for your in person event, don't be afraid to ask those questions whenever you attend our live sessions or in our Facebook group. Here's a new boss tip. If your brand feels different on every platform, you're confusing your audience. I love that image because I love the branding. Everything just looks so expensive, and I love the cream and the gold. I love those color combinations. So let's talk about how you can actually have branding that impacts your pricing because strong brands charge more and they get it. People pay for perception. So a polished brand signals professionalism. Your brand sets the tone for your value. So let's say, for example, instead of having the cream and the gold brand colors, what if they were fuchsia, yellow, blue, and orange? What is the customer going to think? I would think that that product was for kids. And I wouldn't spend more than $8 on it. However, because of the way that this brand has positioned itself with the colors, with the shapes of its different products, I perceive that this brand has more value than the brand who chose colors that would be custom to a younger audience. Boss tip. Branding lets you raise your prices without saying a word. Let's discuss the common branding mistakes. Are you changing your logos and colors too often? Look, I understand a revamp maybe once per year or once every 3 years. But if you're changing them every 3 months, you're going to confuse your customers. Inconsistent visuals or tones. Next is copywriting competitors instead of creating your own vibe. As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and as a content creator, I do not look at what my competitors are doing. And I think that gives me an unfair advantage. So while they're watching me, they're doing something that I've already achieved, that I've already accomplished. Meanwhile, because I'm not looking back, I'm 4 or 5 steps ahead of them. So I do not want you trying to copy your competitors. I want you to find your unique brand voice, your unique colors, and I want you to move with strategy that we're going to be discussing in the Boss Nurse Academy. Another common branding mistake is that you're branding for looks and not for impact. No, remember, we're going to have a social impact. We're going to be in our community. So your branding is just not for aesthetics. It's how you make a person feel. And then once they utilize your product or your service, now they get a different feel. Wow. Not only did this product look expensive, it actually delivered on its promise. Boss Nurse tip. Branding isn't decoration. It's strategy. Let's discuss our Boss Nurse nuggets. Number one, branding is your promise plus the customer's experience. Two, I need for you to build a brand kit for consistency. Three, position yourself clearly in your niche. Four, keep your brand consistent across platforms. And five, strong branding will yield higher prices. Final word. Branding is more than looking pretty. It's about being profitable. When people recognize your brand, trust it, and feel something about it, you stop chasing clients and start attracting them. So let me ask you this. Are you ready to stop blending in and start branding like a boss? Well, you know that we're here to help you do so. I can't wait to see you during one of our live sessions as we help create your logo, your brand kit, We're going to have a lot of fun and we're going to learn a lot. We're bossing up together in the Boss Nurse Academy's masterclass. See you in the next lesson.